Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is for Donald John Trump's Saturday, October 31st. So of course it's Halloween, and so I'm using this creepy deck, Tarot of a Haunted House. I thought maybe it'll suit him as well. It's full of vampires. Okay, so let's stick with the health reading. So the health of his body, his challenges, his emotional body, mental body, the karma that's hanging over him, what he's doing, and the future for him. Oh, we're getting so close to November 3rd. Okay, and then with the tarot, here we go, health of his body, his challenges to his health, his emotional body, lymphatic system, connective tissue, mental body, nervous system, karma that is hanging over him, what he's doing, and his future. Okay. Oh, goodness. For the health of his body, with the devil, he's in chains. He's in chains. He's trapped. There's been so much life force that has gone in the wrong direction with him in his life that, well, I imagine he doesn't know that he can just take the chains off and make a whole new start. But of course, to do that, he would have to step into alignment with his highest self, and I don't think he's doing that. Wow. Okay, so his challenge with the Three of Swords reversed. Let's bring it upright so we can see the image. Oh my goodness, it's like a stake through the heart. That's right, because these are vampires. But with the Three of Swords reversed for his challenge, this really has to do with illness. On a health reading, it's illness. And most likely, of course, a heart issue. But on another level, it has to do with being, you know, as they would say in the UK, completely mad. Has to do with madness and, you know, seclusion. It could be, if a person's really doing a lot of work and you get this card, then it can be forgiveness and releasing your pain, which would bring in, you know, your optimism. But that's not how he rolls, so I can't say that that's going to be the case for him. Okay, so his emotional body, we have the King of Cups, except for that it's reversed. So in the reversed position, the King of Cups brings in the lack of emotional integrity. It's all about manipulation and moodiness and, you know, going off on people, you know, acting out, going off on, you know, an emotional reaction, and also being very needy. You know, it's, it can be passive aggressive, which, you know, with him, he tends to go either way. He tends to, from what I've gleaned from Mary Trump's book and things that I've read from other people, is that he'll go off and try to control, but then if he doesn't get that, you know, if he doesn't get what he wants out of them, then that reaction, then he'll go to, you know, the moody kind of, which really speaks to either the King or the Queen of Cups reversed. You know, like where a person can just try and manipulate based on based on what they want and what they're not getting. And notice this guy, you know, he's got a big old glass of either wine or bourbon or something. I guess it looks to me like red wine. So I think the message there is the guy might have a drinking problem too. But of course, everybody will leave me 12 comments that say he doesn't drink. Well, I've gotten many times that he does. And an addict is an addict. And if you don't have the pills close by, or you want to try something new, I bet he drinks. And I have heard other people say that he does, like beer and champagne were the things that he used to really like. So, anyway, mentally, nervous system, we have the Knight of Swords, but it's reversed. So you guys know the normal, with the normal traditional Rider-Waite, it's like the knight's like moving so fast and it's just coming in. It's like even the horse looks scared. Well, when it's reversed, we're in just, and this is his mental, nervous system. We're in that realm. Yeah, I guess you can see the image well enough, even though everything's reversed. It makes it more challenging. Let me just bring it around. This guy is just throwing stuff out there. And notice his arms are crossed and he's like, I'm the one in charge. Now, when it's reversed, the true meaning is, scattered thoughts, not clear. There's not the clear cohesiveness that there could be with, the Knight of Swords that moves forward and gets something done really quick, and in the best sense of the word, it's a good card for getting something done. But when it's reversed, that means, you need to listen. And he doesn't listen. And this is all about, hot air and his weakness and his vanity, his ineptness. Just, like I said, scattered thoughts. And also his disregard for consequences. It's sometimes in the reverse position, it can bring in an accident or violent. I would, because it's in the mental position of his mental body, his nervous system, I would say that he could be violent towards someone else, or at the very least, be thinking. I mean, it's not in the position of what he's doing, which will be a card over here, but what he's thinking about is how he would like to hurt other people. So the karma that's hanging over him, well, we have the Four of Wands. This has to do, this is a really dark card because we're looking at like ritual sacrifice here, which is just the creepiest of the creepy, darkest of the dark. And look at the masks, the hoods and the masks, where they cover up their identities. So maybe I'll just go with the image and say that the karma that's hanging over him is that he's going to be sacrificed, because I think the GOP, well, of course it's probably not Mitch McConnell, and, well, maybe, even Bill Barr. I think a lot of them are just really sick of him and they've had it. But he has that karma because he has burned so many bridges. He has thrown so many people under the bus all his life. So, of course, that should come back to him. Now, with a traditional Rider-Waite, the card, of course, is about, events, weddings. It can be the homeland. So what's hanging over him is, the homeland of our USA, and our safety and our security, the community of who we are. Now with his, what he's doing, we have the Emperor. Wow. Look at that. That is so disgusting. That is just disgusting. This is like Don Jr. on his safaris, like big man, right? you know, somebody else tranquilizes the big game and then you shoot it down and take a picture in front of it. That's what those stupid safaris are about. These people just really give me the creeps. But it comes in reversed. So straight up, if this were traditional, right away, I would say someone who's in control and in charge and in their authority as to what he's doing, but it came in reversed. So he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's not in control, and he's not in his own authority. It's a very weak position. So the future for him with the Seven of Wands, well, he's going to have to defend his position. And November 3rd's, oops, sorry about that glare. November 3rd is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So he's probably feeling very defensive on this full moon Halloween. Okay, let's bring in the Lenormand. Yeah, challenges of his body is, or I'm sorry, the health of his body is with the tree. He has a health issue, and he's chained to it. It's like the dark forces have control over his health because he's never aligned with the light. His challenge is his compulsiveness, his impulsive control, his impulse control disorder, his impulsiveness. Emotionally, yeah, there's that emotional manipulation again. He's trying to seduce, people into his, to getting what he wants. Mentally, he's losing it. This is Alzheimer's. The karma, the destiny that's hanging over him is an ending of something. An ending of his position in our homeland. What he's doing, hot, egotistical, just putting it all out there. And yeah, he's revealing that he really doesn't have his own authority. His future, well, he's going to be moving on somewhere. This can have to do with just, any kind of travel, honestly. It does have to do on a health level. We're in the area of, legs and ankles and feet and joints and tendons and ligaments. For someone else, I would say it's kind of an athletic card. So I don't know if he's going to be golfing that day or what. I'll get some more information. But he's moving towards something. This could also be the news, because these guys deliver the news and they deliver packages. This could be very possibly, because this is headed towards the sun. It can be that the news reveals something about what he's been doing, which is completely out of integrity, and acting like a tyrant. Because that this Emperor reversed, this has to do with not just acting like a tyrant, but also being very rigid and inflexible. So that's not good for his body. Okay, so more about the future. So I just heard 3 cards. Okay. So we have the bear. I would say that's Russia. Could be news that comes from Russia that reveals something. Because maybe they're trying to sink him for some reason. But it could also be about news about something that's revealed about how he's bullying people. Could be a heart issue. Could be something he said. Remember, there could be something that comes out from, what's his name? I always call him, what's his name? I'm sorry, I should not stop doing that. Bob Woodward. The guy that I'm still a little pissed at. I'm a little peeved at him because I really think he should have brought out that information a long time ago about Donnie saying, I always wanted to play it down with the coronavirus. So in the future there will be, I really think this is news that reveals, could be a financial deal. Well, not really a deal, but how about it that it's possible that it's about how he just cares about his finances. This is something verbal though, so I really think it is another tape, and it could have to do with what he really cares about, which is just money. Yeah, so I think something's going to come out about that. And there was that same message, I think, at the end of yesterday's reading as well. Okay, well, I'm going to let this go and draw some cards for us. What is it that we need to know? I mean, we're down to the wire here. It's not too much longer. What do we need to know getting through this time? Okay, so the first card is the Peacock Spirit. That's really beautiful. Wow. Let it shine. Yeah, let your spirit shine. Let your higher self come through. That's beautiful. Wow. And then Buffalo Spirit says the abundant universe will provide. So maybe this, for some of us, maybe this is about letting people know if you need support. Maybe having the courage to set up like a little GoFundMe account on Facebook or something or somewhere and connect with the people that, because when you do something like that and you make it easy for them, and they can just, donate like $5 or $10, even if that's all that they can afford, that at least you set that up. So putting yourself out there, if you do need support that way. And if you don't know how to set up a GoFundMe account, I'm sure there's directions. I bet you anything there are tutorials online. But to know that that's out there, the abundant universe will provide in a myriad of ways. And then the Wasp Spirit says, sometimes life stings. Oh. So this tells me again, this brings it back to if there's anyone out there that is needing financial support, to set up a little GoFundMe account and reach out to your friends and family. Yeah. And let them know that you're in a position where life is a little tight. It's right now it's painful and you're needing support. And we can't open up to receiving. I mean, we can't receive if we don't open up to receiving. And one of the ways that we open up to receive is by asking for help when we do need it. And then trust that the universe will provide for you, that this world will help you. But you've got to put yourself out there first, because you know that you deserve help right now. Okay, well, that's all I have to say. And of course, if you are one of the people that's needing help, feel free to drop a comment, in the comment section, and let us know that we need to pray for you, that we need to send lots of love and light and supportive energy towards you. And that if you do set up a little GoFundMe page, you can post that in my comments too. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye.